but not really sure. Don't know a lot about the format. Don't typically play the format, so probably just gonna like punt off all of our games, etc. Wait, where did that go? There it is. Apparently, I have the hiccups. So I like this build because I think Gaddy Teague's a really nice card out of the sideboard. I'm not sure if I like the Restoration Angel or just another Militia Bugler more, but oh, maybe we'll find out after we play some games. I'm also not sure if I want like War Rage or like Camball. I don't know which one would be better, or like even having a second gut shot's like pretty good in some matches. I don't know a whole lot about the meta in general. I'm surprised how long it's taking to find a competitive modern queue. Like over a minute? Seems like a really long time for what we're playing. It's not hard to know that we want to play first. I believe this hand's a keep. Can't imagine how it wouldn't be anyway. Really? Most decks that play this pack infinite removal, so that could be bad for us, especially since our hand's like double Phantasmal Image already. Guess humans is better. Whoops. There's an alarm going off in the other room. Don't really want to. I guess I'm going to get up and go turn it off. I'll be back. Sorry. Alright, sorry about that, all. Okay, so what happens here if we play double Phantasmal Image and both just like play it on this thing? Oh, I guess we have to. He cast a Inquisition. I didn't even notice it. So it would get Immense. Yeah, it just gets Immense. I don't think he kills us unless he has Teamer Battle Rage, and then we can probably block. It's like half his life total, and puts us in a position to where like he's got to have multiple blockers over the following turns. Interesting. They did shock themselves with the steam vents. They have multiple lethal attackers if we put 2 in front of it. Huh. Wonder what the plan is here, Vin. I think it's safe to sack this at the beginning of this turn. Oh, I bet we can't use this mana, can we? Still think it's safe to do this. So they have 2 blockers now. Oh, they don't want us to see their hand. I was going to say, they have to have a 3rd thing, and if they do have it, we don't have to attack and all of that. Okay. Alright, well, Grixis Death Shadow's probably a hardish match. First of all, let's read this card. Non-creature spells. Okay, so we don't need that. Probably want these because they block incredibly well. They also dodge removal. We would probably want any type of Selfless Spirits, but we're not playing any. A 4 for Reflector Mage seems good. Maybe a Dismember? Sin Collectors are probably okay. So these are the cards that I'm thinking about here, though I don't, to say that I'm obviously not an expert in this format. What cards are kind of bad? See, these probably aren't great, but I do think you're going to want some number of them regardless. So we're going to get rid of 6 cards. Pretty sure we're just going to get rid of Evervile. I think they get too many 2-for-1 situations and stuff with their Colligan's commands. Maybe Meddling Mage isn't great. I don't like try something like this. I think I like Falia's Lieutenant more than those other cards. Maybe we could get rid of a Bugler. We're not really grinding here. Or even a Restoration Angel. But I think the Restoration Angel is good enough with our... We'll keep... I think it's good enough with our Reflector Mages that we're definitely going to want to keep. Okay. Humans again. Tap for white. Play this. Click white. So they do have Temur Battle Rages. We were correct to think about that last turn. We so smart. Think I'm gonna play just this. Okay, apparently I'm lagging again. That's always fun. Internet's been so bad this whole week. Though anybody who watches me should know that like this hopefully will not be a common issue. So they got double Death Shadow and a Gurmag Angler. Take their only removal spell. And then I guess next turn we begin to race by attacking them for 4. So we took that. I think it showed us their hand twice. I think this was their hand. I think they drew this into this, so I think these are the 4 cards in their hand. So they can gain 3 here. Or they can lose 3 down to 15, so they'll be able to play both shadows if we attack with both. If we attack with just this, they go to 15. Oh, sorry, they get to cast on both either way, right? So this would put them at 15. This would put them at 12. So they get 2 2/2s if we do it this way. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Like we get to kill them in 2 turns how we're set up, and I think we survive that long, assuming they don't have anything. Let's start with this. Because if they have a removal spell, it's going to affect their attacks and stuff. Pretty good. Looks like it's going to affect things. So we can attack now. Just have to hope we can block, I think. So they were hellbent. It's a really good lightning bolt. We'll take the 5. Pretty quickly take the 5 even. Like, I don't even think it's very slow. Alright, so we're going to start with this. Alright, well, we're dead. Them drawing runner removal in that spot just kills us. We don't have an out now. We do not have an out now. They don't have an attack yet, but I mean, they're obviously going to get an attack before we hit anything. Ah, a little salty. How come they have to get 3 spells in a row there? What can we get now? Just nothing? It's like... We need to get like running reflector mages, but it's probably too late because... It's just probably too late now. Well, we don't have to worry about that too much. We'll have to block all three, so I guess we're dead then. Yeah, we're just dead. We don't have an out and out. I think maybe I should have attacked with the Mana Strider last turn, assuming I was going to have to block with all three this turn, but like they don't have to sack that fetch, so they're still just 8 either way and it doesn't change anything. They just popped off 5 spells in a row from an even board state. Or from a board state that they were behind. I said even, but they were behind. I'm not changing anything. I think we just have to hit more Reflector Mages, more of our Auriok champions. This hand seems okay, but not great. This actual hand actually seems kind of bad. I don't think we can mulligan it. We're just like running a little code right now. Hopefully this isn't a discard spell. A discard spell probably kills us. Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to play that. Oh, no, I did. That's fine. Another 4th land in our 19 land deck. Our opponent probably plays the same amount of lands as we do. At least they have to have a bunch of Street Wraiths to play a good spell this turn. Guess I'm gonna just stop human again. We've got the Ziggurat for illusions or whatever. Oh, that was a mistake probably because we... No, it was fine. Make sure I tap this for green. Oh. So they have K return, Colligan's command, and everything they need to beat us. I'm not sure how we win then. So we start by taking that one. Because if we let them untap with that, we lose our whole board, so it feels like that's our only choice there. Guess we could hit Reflector Mage and still be in good shape. Like, probably a pretty large favorite if we hit Reflector Mage. Kind of a weird spot. I guess I need to Meddling Mage the Gurmag Angler. 5 lands, though, is not, nothing good with this deck. Just leave it at that. Card doesn't feel to me like it does much. Well, we have 3 of them, and we have a meddling mage, we have 3 buglers, and we have a restoration angel. I really want to put that in his hand. I have a Death Shadow now. We have a Reflector Mage, so the Death Shadow's not that. Yeah, I named Gurmag. They drew another non-land. It's really hard for us to constantly beat them drawing non-lands over and over. If they block here, that's actually really good for us. It's actually probably not that good for us, because that means they probably have a burn spell too. Wait, what? Target creature gains a double strike. Alright, so they got rid of that. Okay, so I guess we just get to basically win then? No, they have 3 cards in their hand. We don't know what one of them is. You just play this on Death Shadow. If they had a burn spell, they would have already used it on this. So I'm pretty sure this is just safe. I feel like this is just safe. If they had a burn spell, they would have already used it and cast the Anglers that turn. They could have drawn exactly another Snapcaster Mage and then like Snapcaster, double block, Temur Battle Rage to kill my thing and save their Snapcaster, but then they would go to 1 and they'd have to draw an answer to the Mana Shrouder next turn. But still think it was just safe. Alright. Well, Shadow down. I didn't expect to win that game, but like I feel like we drew really well that game. We like had a very bad opening hand and then like a very bad middle of the game, and then they just kind of drew nothing while we drew like 2 or 3 relevant spells in a row. So like basically the exact opposite of game 2. This hand has to be a keep. I don't know the correct turn 2 play. I guess it's going to depend on what we're paired versus and what they do turn 1. Guess we're not going to have that many options then, are we? We're going to play what he allows us to play, and that is it. Probably take the Castle free. Yeah, let's say I'll probably take the freebooter. Or sorry, the mage, not the freebooter. So the mage is pretty random. Oh, it's because they have everything and we're dead. Cannot physically win now. There's just no way to beat this hand. Absolutely nothing we can do. Can use all their mana, I guess? Game's over. %100 agree. Game's over. That's a weird one to lightning bolt. I don't think you ever lightning bolt that unless you draw. I don't feel like you ever lightning bolt that unless you drew Fatal Push. Huh. Kinda just want to play this, but it's probably wrong. Guess I'm going to play this. Also think I messed up. I think I should have taken a lightning bolt instead of a collective, because now he can lightning bolt this, where if I'd done it the other way around, he couldn't lightning bolt this next turn. So I think I punted pretty hard there. But that's just inexperience with the format. %100 inexperience with the format on that. Well, they went down to 5, so that means they're probably casting the Bloodbraid Elf. Wait, did they draw a third lightning bolt? Yeah, they drew a third lightning bolt. Jesus. Third lightning bolt. And they can Collective Brutality and draw a card? Or, sorry, gain 2 life? I don't think they want a Bloodbraid here. Like, if they brick, it gives us way too many outs. Why did they concede? Why did they concede? I know they can't cast a Terminate. Was that a shame scoop because they didn't realize they wasn't going to be able to cast a spell through Falia? Like, they can still just tick up with the Liliana. They know we discard the other card and we can attack in for 3. And they chump block. And then they're at 5 with a land that can block and a Liliana that can down tick. Plus the top of their deck. That had to be a shame concession. And he probably didn't realize this interaction. Because if he'd realized this interaction, like, he clearly doesn't make this play, right? Which is why I say playing Modern on Moto in leagues is basically 3 money if you're actually a decent player, and you're going to break even or better if you're a bad player. Anyway, so we're versus another Culligan's command deck, which means I'm going to take these out. Not sure what I'm going to bring in. I guess I'm going to bring in Sin Collectors. I guess I'm going to bring in Dismember. Um, is Reflector Mage okay in this match? It's probably okay in this match. They do have a bunch of creatures. Or maybe we want to treat them more like Jeskai. If we had a Selfless Spirit, we'd bring it in. If we had a Zaphid Necromancer, we'd bring it in. We'd probably bring Kimball in, maybe. I don't know. Just gonna try it. That had to be a shame scoop. Is Auriok Champion good? Like, all of the creatures they can block with are green. Maybe our Auriok Champion gets big enough that it's good. I'm not sure. I'm kind of worried about them just being able to block. This sucks. Again, we don't have any 1 or 2 drops and they have a discard spell. Or we only have 1 or 2 drops and they just like have a random discard spell. It's unfortunate for us. Wow, they didn't take the Kiteself Rebooter. Find that odd. Yeah, it does blink auto removal, but other than like Liliana, because that targets the player. But I was just thinking that like blinking the removal doesn't matter too much if they can't attack. Wow, he kept a 1-lander or he got a bad draw. I have no idea which. Or maybe F6 or okay, he kept a 1-lander. Alright, so here we are going to take the lightning bolt this time. Hey, Matthew folks with the massive auto host. I guess that means Ginger logged offline. Or like maybe Nassif logged offline. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. I hate how it keeps showing me like double of everything. So apparently there's one of those cards that they have in their hand that I don't know which is or what is right now. She uses our mana better. And we know they already have a lightning bolt. Alright, let's remove those free cards so we can actually get a thing. The Fulminator Mage is a weird sideboard card. I guess it's okay, but like I don't think it's good. This thing's going to be able to get pretty big pretty quick. Kind of want to play something that I'm able to sack this turn. Maybe I'm supposed to just attack for 5. No, I definitely want to play this. So I'm going to play this, then this, I believe. Apparently I'm lagging. It won't let me click the spell. There we go. Alright, so apparently we're lagging. And look at that, it's untapping my lands and everything. That's not me doing that, that's the Moto lag. This is tilting me. This is like the 3rd or 4th day this week that we've just had like major lag problems. I think the Freebooter was the least good card in my hand. So like if they had a discard spell, it's the one, or like, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I was supposed to just jam it. Lucky I'm mana hose, says opponent before they concede. I mean, of course, you got a good match, but your deck is, you got paired versus a reasonable match. I wouldn't even call it good. I think it's close to 50-50, and you had a pretty good draw. Guess what? All your draws when they're like 6 and 7 spells are going to look amazing. They're all going to look amazing. You take like 3 of those, or 2 or 3 of those spells away for lands, and your hand looks a lot less good. I hate how people always say like, my hand was so good if I only had mana. Well, yeah, if you had mana, you'd have 2 or 3 less of those cards. That's just not a great argument. If it's only 1 land, that's one thing, but like he clearly needed more than 1 land in the spot there, so like he needed at least 2 lands. If it's just 1 land, that's a reasonable argument because you can often like discard 1 of any 4 cards for 1 land. And like he clearly just punted game 2, right? Or game 1. Right? Like that game was just over. He just messed up. Alright, we'll keep. This is the best hand we've had so far. We'll have to see what they're playing to see how good it is. Alright, this is a pretty bad match for us. And the hand that we have is actually not particularly good versus it. I almost just want to cast a champion because of what we're paired versus. Even though I think the Efferval, it's like 2 points of damage. Nah, we need to get Deval in play because we have the triple Horizon Canopy draw. This hand's good, but like it's not good versus Tron. This deck's not actually that good versus Tron. If they just have turn 3 Tron, we won't win. If they have turn 4 Tron, we have a chance. Let's see what they have. That's not Tron. That's not Tron. Alright, so we actually have a chance. Oh, I shouldn't always yield to that. How do I stop auto yielding that? Because there might be a turn to where we don't want to yield to that. Wait, I didn't say yes to that trigger. I'm confused. I did not say yes to that trigger. Is there any way we can play both of them? No, there's just not, are they? Apparently I misclicked something and it may screw us up next turn. Whoops. Sorry. This is supposed to be black. Alright, so let's remove those because it's going to show us the hand again, and we've learned that this time. I guess we take the Sylvan Scrying because it requires less land. Yeah, but they have a Ugin next turn, so I should have took the Ugin, right? No, I made a mistake. I should have took the Ugin. I punted this game. Oh, JK. Also, we can't even play the Manus Rider, so I don't know who's saying that we can play 2 of them, but they're wrong. Taking the Scrying just had to be wrong, though, I think. kind of interesting. Do I want to play the Phantasmal Image this turn? If I play the image, I can save it next turn and play 2. If we do that, we have 6 attacking in the air next turn. Plus, we would have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that right? There's no way to beat them in 2 turns, is there? No, they got turn 3 Tron, or they got turn 4 Tron regardless of which card I took. So, like, just taking the scrying just seemed wrong. Trying to decide whether I'm going to image this turn, because, like, I could image this thing and then play this, or I could just sack this and then next turn play these 2. So I'm, like, trying to do the math. So if I play 2 spells this turn, we attack them for 5 down to 15. And then next turn, we play the Manus Rider. Well, sorry. Next turn, we play the Manus Rider, which would pump this to a 5. We'd be attacking for 10, 11. Sorry, we'd be attacking for 5. Well, sorry, the 5. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. If we just play this turn, we're attacking him for 3, and then next turn we'd play both of these. Sorry, we're attacking him for 4. Next turn we'd be playing both of these. We'd be attacking him for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I don't count 20 in 2 turns either way. So we play both of these. No. It's a pretty hard call. They also have a Wormcoal engine, so I messed that math up. We can't attack on the ground next turn at all. I want to remove all of those. Remove those again. Well, pretty easy. I would have hard cast this with 2, or I would use the vial to play the image, and then I would have just tapped 2 mana and played the freebooter. How wouldn't I play those 2? But I think I actually have to win in the air because we know this Wormcoal. We could get lucky and like draw a Reflector Mage or something. That's not a Reflector Mage, is it? Oh, no, not the Rider. Not the Rider. That would have been an easy decision if we could have played the Rider. Oh, I wouldn't have been thinking for an hour if we could play the Rider. We would have just did it. I think I would rather play the image this turn than the Rider, because so like maybe I should have made an image, or maybe I should have made an illusion. Like this could be a punt. Because now if they hit a sweeper, we're like SOL. And I could have attacked with the same amount of damage just differently. And now I can't play this image at all because I'm stupid. So like I played pretty bad on this turn too. I assume they're going to Ghost Quarter our Horizon Canopy before we have a chance to sack it though. So I think we'll be able to get our island and get saved. But it was still a play mistake. Did they draw another? Because that seems like an ambitious attack if they didn't draw another. No. Go ahead and sack this. Let's see if we'd hit another 3-drop. That seemed like a very ambitious attack. I guess they were dead on the table, so it wasn't an ambitious attack. I'm an idiot and I can't do math. They were at 8 and we could attack for 8. Sorry guys, like I said, new to Modern, it's going to take me a while and I'm going to say a lot of stupid things. I think we really got bailed out with this play. Though. Because we could only attack for 13 if he hadn't gave us our blue source. So I guess once we drew to Seachrome Coast, we could have sacked the, or we would have sacked the territory before combat, and then we had hit the Seachrome Coast and only had 2 lands. So I guess this play mistake didn't affect the game. Well, I don't have anything really to play here, do I? I don't have anything at all that's good in this match, do I? I'll just sneaky bring those in. What's not great in this match? Feels like this card might be too slow. Kind of want this card. Maybe Bugler's not good enough. Kill Horizon Canopies and stuff. Or kills O-Stones. We're on the draw, we can probably cut a Thalia. Just try to be as fast as possible. The play, I definitely want the Thalia back. They should just keep the Thalia no matter what. It's like a lot of 3s. There's more 3s than I really want in the deck. We'll try this. Rex Age is a May, right? If it's not a May, I probably didn't want it. I should have read that before I put it in. Not sure if I like this card, but then again, we've not drawn it. Think this is a mulligan? I think this hand's a lot better, but I don't think it's any good. I'm not willing to go to 5 when I have this good of a hand. Which, like, I don't think the hand's particularly good, but when I have this good of a hand, I'm not gonna mulligan it. The freebooter was actually a really nice draw. So what does Gaddy Teague's creature type? Let me Google that real quick. Because we may want to keep that in mind. I think it's like a Kifkin something. Kifkin Advisor. Unfortunately, because of our multiple Mantis Riders, it feels like I don't have a choice. And that if we draw it, we're just going to get SOL'd. So we want to close this. Just going to pop it back open. Yeah, I don't think we're just going to be able to beat running. Well, we have one Reflector Mage, so that's kind of nice. Already played my land, so... So I have the power plant. I think I have to call human again. Because of the double Mantis Rider. The Ghost Quarter's not particularly good versus me. We are playing double basic. Do you guys have a removal spell? So this is 10. Wormcoil Engine's not good enough because we can attack for 4 in the air even without the extra Mantis Rider. So they need to find something, and even if they find something, we have another Mantis Rider. So basically we have a chance even if they do find Ugin. Or Oblivion Stone. Like, we're probably not a favorite in those spots, but we have a chance. Alright, well they're just dead. Make sure we attack with only the flyers. Yeah, well, we gained our $2.50 pity chest. Can we get more in the next 2 rounds? How'd your hot streak end up? I think you were 7-0 the last time you told me, Ricky. Did you clean it up? Did you get to 10-0? Did you get to 10-0? You did not get to 10-0. Boo. Our opponent was 3-1 last round. This opponent's 3-1 too, so we're just sitting back trying to dream crush. Alright, we keep this. 9-1's pretty strong, though. Wish I could see more of your matches. It's another one of these infinite removal decks. They're like the best type of decks versus the deck that we're playing, so probably a bad sign for us, but we will have to see. Definitely want the counter here. Well, we don't have any other options. We'll just go ahead and play that. into this. I'm going to go ahead and close that, and then let it reopen. Take the only spell we can take, and pass turn. That's pretty sweet. Oh god, Colligan's command, and that's game, folks. Well, we had a chance for a second, and now we're dead. Because of Colligan's command, do I literally just block if he gives me the option? Well, guess we would rather play this one. They hit a land that time, so this BB elf, this Bloodbraid elf, needs to hit something bad for us. Kind of just want to block, but like, I feel like their Bob's one of our best win conditions at this point in the game. I'm also kind of surprised that they didn't just cast a Bloodbraid elf there. I say we just rather play double spell, or they must have drawn a removal spell, I guess. Yeah, they must have drawn a removal spell. Nothing else makes sense, does it? They hit a removal spell. Wasn't the removal spell that I expected. I'm not sure how we win this game right now. I know we're taking 6 here. At least that card didn't really affect us. That was a hellacious draw. White, red, blue. Tap. Yes. Boom. Yes. Alright. Hey, Drag Queen, give me 1 second and I'll read that chat. I want to think about this attack for a second. So, we know they have a Bloodbraid elf. And because they have a Bloodbraid elf, they will have a bunch of lethal attackers. We block this and we block this with like here and here. We're still dead. We need to block 2 things. So just blocking 2 things is good enough. So don't think these. So we have 4 blockers this way. So obviously, like, they have a chance to hit a removal spell with the Bloodbraid elf. If they hit a removal spell, where are we at? It's just safer to leave this one back, I think. Hey, Drag Queen, what's up? I've actually not droned a new human yet. Oh, we would have won! I didn't think about Dark Confidant. It's really hard for them to beat us, though, unless they hit a sweeper here. Because we have 5 lethal attackers. Or, sorry, 4... Well, every attacker we have is lethal, but you know what I mean. Oh, God, that was such... Maybe we should have attacked for one more. What's the chances they were going to hit a 4-drop? So, basically, all we need to do is make sure we don't die. These blocks can kill me. If I put a thing here. Just hold you back. Can block with these 3, and then they have to have 2 mana. Lightning Bolt doesn't kill me this way. They can't replay the other thing. I'm pretty happy with this block. We have multiple lethal attackers now. And theoretically 2 draw steps if we want them. Yeah, I probably could have attacked with 1 freebooter because I was very unlikely to block with the one with the lightning bolt on it regardless. The one with the lightning bolt gave them 2 good of like plays. Yeah, so how do we sideboard again? What did I do earlier? I think I brought this in, I brought these in. Considering this, I don't want these, don't want these, don't want these. Don't want any of these. So I want to take out the 4 Effort Vials. That seems like the best 4 cards in my sideboard. Again, the champions survive all the removal spells, but like the champions don't attack fruit or green guys, so I don't think I want them. If we had 2 lands, we keep this hand. If we had 1 land, we probably keep this hand. Alright, well, this hand's bad. Let's rock. Don't want that. And got significantly better. Yeah, currently 3-0. I don't know a lot about Modern, though. Like, Modern's, like, basically a brand new format for me. And they have a 1 land draw, so... This is pretty great. Hey, Boot, what's up? Yeah, I don't play Modern a whole lot. Actually, people, like, generally don't watch me play Modern, which is kind of weird. Like, everybody says Modern's like the most popular format, but they get like 1/6 or 1/7 of my views on YouTube. I'm just going for the most aggressive draw I can go. I'm going to like play image into image because I'm not too worried about him getting 1 land at this spot. Let's just see if we can get the game over with. Just want this game over with on in 2 more turns or whatever. Maybe 1 turn if we get lucky and draw the thing. They kind of need to kill this one first. Oh, they're just going to play a blocker? Well, that doesn't let them win, does it? So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a win. Blue colorless. It's the second shunned opponent in a row that game 2 they've had 1 land on us and just died. Alright, 4-0. I'm trying to kind of test for a PPTQ next week, and I think this is the deck that I'm considering playing, but I don't know if I should. I've also considering Hollow One, but like I think Hollow One might be a little too hard for me, and Black Red Vengevine's probably what I would play, but I don't know if I have access to Vengevines whatsoever. And then like low key on the back burner considering Tron and Blue White. But like honestly, every single day, like the ordering of the 5 or 6 decks that I'm considering absolutely flips. Like 3 days ago or something, like Humans was on the bottom of that list, but like it just keeps moving up and moving up, and I don't know why, considering like this is the first matches I've tested for this event. And since I absolutely love Infect, there's no telling whenever I could just show up with Infect. I feel like the black red, or I feel like the black red Vengevine deck would come natural to me, but I think the hollow one, I think its ordering is a lot weirder and will like confuse me. Like I don't think it's as intuitive. 4 rounds so far and we've not drawn a bugler. I think Cedric doesn't like buglers, but I could be wrong. Maybe he's right. Maybe they should just go back to my value cards, because like I've wanted my Zafford Necromancer like in multiple of these matches. Alright. Well, this is a keep. And we've drawn a bugler. This hand's not particularly amazing, but I believe it's a pretty easy keep. It would be pretty good on the draw, or sorry, on the play, but we're on the draw. We're versus another one of these infinite removal decks, so that's... Oh, no, we're just versus search. That's probably kind of bad for us. And by search, I mean like it's going to be a Scape Shift or a Titan deck. I feel like this match is generally good game 1 and like kind of bad post board, but like we're on the draw and our hand's not particularly good, so I feel like this is the type of hand we can lose with here. I feel like maybe I should have cast a freebooter there. But I wanted to tax their mana turn on the search first. Because like they can't search and anger this turn, which is why I went with the Thalia. They have to like pick one or the other, right? Oh no, the search comes into play untapped. Well, I should read the effing card. So next turn is probably Primeval Titan and we're probably dead. Or I could just cast this on Primeval Titan and figure it out. I think I like the idea of casting this on Primeval Titan. Because like we're not going to die this turn to just Scape Shift. Does kind of like use our mana inefficiently though, but this is a third of their life. And this thing can't attack next turn, which could be a problem. They could have Lightning Bolt too, but if they have Lightning Bolt, that gives us a chance to draw another. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7's a kill, right? No, 7's not a kill, is it? So what is this? Deals 3 damage. 7's a kill if I don't block. There's a battlefield under your control. Oh, okay. Well, they just have enough mana that it doesn't matter, I guess. They're just going to beat us the fair way. How do we best play versus the fair way? They didn't target the mage, that means they probably don't have a primeval, right? Or they just have another land and they can do it again next turn? So we're not dead if they don't have a land, and if we do have a land, they can kill the meddling mage and kill us regardless. So maybe I'm supposed to hold the Restoration Angel? Or maybe I'm supposed to just freeboot her. Kind of hard decision. The problem with casting just a freebooter is they don't have a dead card. Hey Kevin, what's up? Like even their lands like kill the freebooter and give them Scapeshifter back, and which would kill us. I don't think we beat Scapeshift at plus land either way. And I don't think we have to worry about just Scapeshift. I think I'm going to pass with the Angel up. Uses the mana a little more efficiently this way. And if they play a land and target the Meddling Mage, I'm going to Restoration Angel it and probably call the other. Probably call Scapeshift. I think that's my plan. If they have both, we're just dead. Like, I'm really just kind of like guessing here. Don't know which one of them they have. It's like kind of like a pure guess. And they have a summoner's pack, so we're just dead, right? So you get to get 2 lands, and they get to clean up our board. I think I can scoop here. I don't think we have an out. Maybe Reflector Mage might buy us enough time to win. Depending on what's in their hand. Either way, I want to look at their hand with the Kiteself Rebooter to see how stupid I feel. Before we can concede. Yeah, they didn't have anything. We let them in the game by playing around the other. Well, so we can still draw Reflector Mage and have a chance. That's what I'm seeing here. Reflector Mage gives us a chance, so guess we'll play to our only out. Well, okay. I don't think it wins, but like, it's the only thing we have. Because they do have some blanks they could draw, like they could draw a... I think there's some forests in the deck. What else is there? We could draw another meddling mage, maybe? If, like, they don't do anything too great this turn, maybe a meddling mage if they don't hit a land on the following turn. But it's going to be pretty hard for them to brick here. Because, like, even their lands are good now. I think they play a forest, don't they? I could be wrong. Maybe they don't play a forest. We might be on 0 outs. I have no idea. We might be on a hard 0 outs. If they have 2, we have outs. Like if they just draw forest, for example, we would win. Alright, well that's game. So if we don't flip that and change it to scape shift, we just win the game. Well, no, we don't win the game because he just draws a land, kills it, and kills us. If we'd kept the reflector mage up the whole game, we lose, or the restoration angel. I don't know. Doesn't seem like we had. Seemed like everything we were doing was just guessing. I kind of like how we played the game, but maybe I'm wrong. But anyway, onward. I think these are decent in this match. Don't want this. Don't want this. Maybe want this, but probably not. Don't want this, don't want this, don't want this. Don't want this, don't want this, don't want this. Again. Don't think I want that. Non-creature spells with converted cost 4 or greater can't be cast. Probably want this. Feel like Reflector Mage isn't great, but I don't know what they really sideboard into. Like, I'm not super familiar with their deck, but it feels to me like, it feels to me like if I'm bouncing cards with Reflector Mage, I've probably already lost. Alright, so Dragon Queen agrees with me that the Reflector Mages aren't particularly good. Dragon Queen wants to do the exact sideboarding plan that I'm, like, looking at. I'm just afraid that, like, maybe they have some obstinate Baloffs and crap, or, like, Bloodbraid Elves, but don't think so. This survives their removal, but, like, it doesn't stop them from blocking, so I don't think it's good enough. I think we just have to be fast and go. We have to pay attention to our lands because we have a Kifkin Advisory in our deck now. Is there any reason to ever call Advisory over Kifkin? I don't know. Advisor. I don't know why I'm saying Advisory. No. Doesn't look like Kifkin or Advisory overlap with any... Advisor, sorry. Overlap with anything. I think we could have won this game had I played better. I don't even know if I played bad. Maybe we didn't play bad. Yes, Kevin, definitely testing for Cav. I've got like a list of like 5 or 6 decks that I'm considering. And this happens to be on the list. That's where I wanted to start because it's the only deck that I've really played before other than Infect. .4-0 right now and down a game. And mulliganing. Alright, well, we mulliganed into Magic cards. Generally a good sign. I like it when I mulligan into Magic cards. I guess I keep this. So there's a way to make both of these a 2-2, right? Like I play this first, and with this trigger on the stack, I'll vol this in, and they're both 2-2s. Or I could have 1-3-3. Is 2-2-2s better than 1-3-3? I kind of don't think so. I think getting a 3-3 seems better because it's closer to getting out of lightning bolt and anger range, and I think that's important. I think I'm just going to play the 3-3. Yeah. I don't know if this is right. Right, so basically we want any human, right? That's a human. Yeah, I don't think this deck beats Infect, and I think there might be more than one Infect player potentially in that room, which is one of the reasons that I'm considering not playing this deck. If I thought that there would be less Infect players, I'm pretty sure I would just snap this deck off without even testing anymore. It's like this deck kind of impresses me. Yep. Don't think I guess I still want to tick it up, don't I? Like I've been told a lot of the people over that way like to play little like aggro-ish top decks. Let's go ahead and remove that. Like Infect and Burn and stuff. So they brought in Reclamation Sage. But I know Shelton's playing Infect. He always plays Infect, and he's been streaming Infect. I mean, he's not streamed a lot lately, but he streamed Infect a little at the beginning of the season. Alright, well, we have a good chance here. They do have Forest, so we did have outs last game. I'm not sure if we sequenced that particular turn right, but I think we played to our outs well. So, just a mage wins this game. Don't think I can attack with this, but maybe I'm supposed to. No, I don't think I can because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If he just trades here, I think our Gaddock is better than a trade. And if he bricks off next turn, then the Gaddock T actually presents lethal, like if he doesn't get a blocker or doesn't get a removal spell. So like we kind of like need him just to brick one turn, and that seems okay. I think even if he hits, we're also not dead right now, so like a Mantis Rider can like always pull us out of the brink here. These matches are tough. Had a really good draw. We had a really good mulligan. We beat one removal spell, and it seems like their draw was like kind of medium. Alright. One game for the 5-0 or not. So they've showed us Reflector Mages. Does this make me want to take out the Vials any? Or sorry, Reclamation Stages. Why did I say Reclam? Blah, 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 blah. Do I want to take out the Vial after seeing that? I don't think so. They can't have that many of them, right? And the Vial helps our best draw so much. What would we bring in if we cut to 4 Vials? Probably bring in like a Restoration Angel, a Dismember, maybe 2 Reflector Mages. That does not seem very good, does it? That's fair. He did. He did. It just doesn't seem very good. The Vials don't seem very good either. Alright, I'm just running it. We're hoping for a good draw, and because we're greedy and we want a 5-0, we wouldn't complain if they mulliganed to like 1. Now, if they mulliganed to 1 and we lost, would we like cut ourselves? Or what would we do? Our hand's pretty good. I say pretty good, but like, it's not really that good. We're like relying a whole lot on this freebooter to be great. Or like this bugler to be great one. Oh, no, they have the good draw. This is bad for us. I think I want to play this one, but if I play this one, I have to call something. So I'm going to play this because it lets us hardcast. We're not hardcasting a Gaddock Teeg next turn either way, so I guess that just doesn't matter. There's no way we're playing a Gaddock Teeg next turn. I'm going to play this one. They have a Primeval Titan. And they're going to have it on turn 4, so we're going to have to draw a Meddling Mage next turn. I think we have 5 looks at a Meddling Mage? Yeah. If we don't draw a Meddling Mage, the game will be over on the spot. We've sideboarded out. We sideboarded out the other things. And if they draw like a Rex Sage, then we don't even have that. We've only got 1 look. Alright, well that was good for us. Okay. Yes. 5 looks. Strike 1! I guess we play this one. Guess So we call illusion with this one. Or like Kifkin. Is that going to affect us? Probably not. Alright, well, deck, show us your meddling mage. Should have attacked first. He might have lightning bolted it if we attacked first. Maybe it's okay to bring in... Or maybe it's okay to leave reflector mages in. Well, there's a Gaddig Teague. Doesn't help us. We are what I like to refer to in the business, dead AF, fam. No out, dead AF. Hey, Ginger, thank you for the host. Highly appreciate it. So we just have no way to beat the Primeval Titan now. Wonder if we're supposed to leave a couple Rec Sages in for just this spot? Or Reclo, sorry, I can't talk, Reflector Mages. He doesn't get to kill anything this turn, but... He gets to kill everything in the world next. Oh, I guess he drew a land, so he gets to kill something this turn. Well, that's good for us. He's still going to get this back, but we at least get to save this. Yeah, we just don't have any out. You hosted me when I'm dead on board and logging out, though. It counts. We got stuck with the 4-1. I may have sideboarded incorrectly. I may have just sideboarded very, very poorly. I can't imagine that anything I play matters now, right? We just have to be stone dead, right? Is there any set of draws that we can play? I don't even think that does anything here. Do not think that does anything here either. I guess I'm going to cast it. We may have got big enough that we can block. I don't think so, but we may have got big enough to block the Primeval Titan. Tapping 3 mana, that's probably a Sweltering Sun, and we can pack them up. Because an attack after that clears the entire board. Oh. Just another Primeval Titan does roughly the same thing. Basically, any spell does roughly the same thing here. We need him to draw, like, Rec Sages and crap. GG. I think this is a pretty bad match. Yeah, well, we 4-1'd. Guess that's something. We could have won game 1 if we'd made different decisions, but I don't know that the decisions that we made was necessarily wrong. We just could have won if we'd made different ones. Maybe we win this game if we don't leave Reflector, if we don't take Reflector Mages out, but I don't feel like Reflector Mage is good in this match. Now, game one, we definitely could have won if we'd made different decisions, I believe. I do not agree with you, Mike, but thank you. Oh. Yeah, well, this was the deck from Worlds. It felt pretty neat. We beat, what did we beat? We beat a couple Jund decks. We beat a Grixis Death Shadow deck. We lost Escape Shift, and I legitimately have no idea what the last match we played was. Or, like, the last match we won was. What was the other deck we won? I don't recall what it was. We didn't play 3 Jund decks, did we? We may have just played 3 Jund decks. How do I not remember matches that we played? Oh, we beat a Tron. Okay. Tron. Definitely not running it back. I have way too much to do, and it's almost 9 p.m. here. But I want to thank you guys for watching, and in about 10 minutes, there'll be another video on my YouTube channel. There's a link below the stream for anybody who cares. And who can I host? We will host Caitlin. She's playing Bant Spirits, which is Blue-White Spirits. Which is kind of weird. Surprised that they're not playing Bant so they can get the Coco cards, but anyway, thanks everybody for coming by. Thank you for the host, Ginger. Well, alright, well, apparently I messed that up pretty bad. I don't know how I copied it all, but that's okay. Take care, everybody. We might do more Modern tomorrow because, like I said, I kind of need to test for this event if I'm considering going to it, but I don't know if I'll even go to it. Take care, everybody.